Hey everyone. Today we are packing for a week-long trip before borders close again with Ryanair carry-on only. So if you look up in the top corner there, you'll see my rucksack. It is a Cabin Max 20-liter carry-on backpack. And I found it by Googling, not Googling, I went to Amazon and I searched for Ryanair carry-on, and then I put in 40 by 25 by 20 because that is the Ryanair size dimension for the under-seat bag. And this bag popped up, and it also, there are pictures in the reviews, and somebody actually had it like put into that little size cage that they have to prove that it fit. So I know it fits, and all of this stuff fits inside of it because I've already checked it. So here we go. So it's a lot, but it's not a lot. It's one of those things where everything here will be used. There's maybe with the exception of pain relief if I don't need it, but that doesn't take up a lot of space. So yeah. So I'm going to start down here because this is my electronics. The only thing I'm missing here is my battery charger and obviously my phone because I'm on my phone. The emergency battery charger is charging. For some reason, it's on a really slow charge. It's been charging for 12 hours. I don't know. I think I'm using the wrong plug for it. I'm going to have to swap it to a different plug. But I didn't want to unplug it and bring it up here because then I knew I'd forget to plug it back in. But the box is not that big. It's about this big. And it has a pocket in the rucksack, so I'm not worried about that. So I've got my Surface tablet and my Kindle and a set of noise-canceling headphones. The gold benefit bag actually is the right size to hold my 4-port USB charger, as well as the Europe plug and the UK plug, so I can plug it in at the hotel down by the airport the night before to charge everything up, and then I can swap the plug to the Europe plug once we arrive at our destination. It's perfect. I love it. It's made by Synkwire, I think is the company. I'd have to double check, but it's a really good investment if you are someone who does a bit of international travel and you have multiple items that charge via USB. So yeah, it's got 4 ports on it. Two are the stronger, it's got 2 of the 2.1s or 2.9, whatever it is. I'd have to double check, but anyway, it wasn't too terribly expensive, and we use it at home as well because it just saves on plug space, really. And then the black glittery drawstring bag is actually from a pair of travel ballet flats. Travel ballet flats are not in the bag, but what is in the bag is the charger for my Surface tablet, as well as a Europe plug adapter, because the Surface tab does not charge via USB. I don't want to say that's the failing in it because my laptop didn't charge via USB either, so not a big deal, but it does mean having to take along an extra sort of bag of plug. So I've got my water bottle, which obviously won't get filled until I'm through security, or not even until I arrive, depending. I have a little teeny tiny spork. This is from Sistema. You can buy it in a 6-pack. And I thought it would be a really good thing. It's small. It doesn't have a serrated edge because my spork has a serrated edge on it and is metal. And I was pretty sure that wouldn't be able to go through security since I'm not checking a bag. And the last time we flew, we took a little cutlery set that came in a little pouch. And security at Stansted actually confiscated the butter knife. They were like, oh, it's a knife. It doesn't have a serrated edge. So grabbed this little spork that has no serrated edge, and it's not metal, it's just a little teeny tiny plastic thing, so if I want to eat yogurt or granola or whatever, I'm good. So we've got that, and then we've got Bev and Picard because, well, they travel with me. That's, they go everywhere I go. And then if we flip up here, we've got all of my clothing. So I have 2 dresses. The turquoise dress from Marks & Spencer, it's got it last winter. It's just a simple A-line sleeveless dress, and then next to it is a dress from New Look Petite, and again it's just a simple skater dress with some little ditzy flowers on it. And then I've got 3 pairs of tights because where we're going we do have access to a washing machine, so I'll be able to wash things, and tights I wash in the sink anyway. So I've got 3 pairs of tights that I can wear with either dress, although I think if I wore the turquoise tights with the turquoise dress that might be a little overkill, but anyway. I've got 4 pairs of underwear. I've got 1 spare bra. I've got a laundry bag to put dirty stuff in, which also will double up for washing my underwear in the washing machine because, you know, delicates, you don't want them to get messed up. I have a t-shirt from QWERTY for sleeping. I've got a pair of Gryffindor Quidditch sleep shorts. I have a pair of thermal leggings and a camisole top. The thermal leggings are from Marks and Sparks. The camisole is from Primark. And I just have those along because, number one, I can use them if it gets cold. I'm not anticipating it being really cold while we're there. I think tights will suffice. It's looking like right now, like the highs are going to be around 15, 16, and the lows will be about like 7 or 8. But also you figure at night we're probably going to be indoors anyway, not doing a lot of walking around. So I can't imagine needing the leggings, but bringing them along. And then they also double up that I can wear them for sleep or for lounging around the apartment rather than my shorts. So that's one of those things where I may or may not wear them, but I'd rather bring them than not because I don't want to just have sleep shorts. So those are coming along. And the camisole as well can be used as a sleep top, or it can be used underneath one of my dresses. Obviously, there will be a third dress, which is the dress that I will be wearing on the plane, and another pair of tights, and obviously another pair of underpants. Actually, there'll be 2 pairs of tights and 2 pairs of underpants because we're spending the night before in a hotel, which brings me to that plastic bag right there, which has a pair of tights, a pair of underwear, my pills for the day that we leave, and some Baraka energy immunity boost stuff. There's also another little Ziploc bag above that has like single-use toiletries. Sorry, had to pause to sneeze. It's got some single-use toiletries, like sample size shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and face wash. And that's just so that way I don't have to unpack my whole bag when we get at the hotel to have toiletries. I just thought that was simple. I'll probably also add my toothpaste to that little bag so that I don't have to dig out my toiletry bag. But, yeah, because I've got a small tube of toothpaste that's almost empty. And then obviously the plan is to not have to take that with me. The small little body wash can just be thrown away. I mean, it's just, it's another hotel freebie. Because where we're staying might have body wash, but I wasn't sure. So, but I'm not bothered if I've got to throw it out. So, yeah. And then we've also got my liquid toiletries. So there is my toiletry bag, the gold-rimmed regular liquid toiletry bag, and then there is a liquid prescription bag, which has my Hibby scrub and my 2 inhalers. I will be attaching my prescription stickers to the front, and then I also have my paper prescription with me too, just in case I get challenged. This is because if you have a liquid prescription, and that includes inhalers, you do not need to put them in your liquid bag. They can go in their own liquid bag. So yeah, so I've done that just to separate those, especially because with the inhalers, I might need them handy, and if they're like in the bottom of my bag, that'd be bad, because they actually usually are in my like jacket pocket, so yeah. And then there is a Soap and Glory box, which does not have body lotion in it. It actually holds my shampoo bar, which is a little tiny sliver of a Lush Godiva bar. They don't make that one anymore, but I really like it. So, and fortunately, I bought a new bar sort of like a couple weeks before lockdown started back in March. And because we then didn't travel at all, I still have the whole bar. So I just cut off a piece of it to take along. Because I don't need the whole thing. It just takes up extra space. And because also it's a plastic lotion container, so at the end of the trip I can just pitch that and then I don't have to take it home. If it's, because it'll probably be empty because I've only got like a piece of soap that big for my hair. I've got a travel deodorant. It says men's deodorant. It is not. Basically I gutted, because I didn't have a small sample size deodorant container, but Tim had an empty one, so I basically just gutted it and then gutted my own deodorant and put my deodorant in it. So yeah, it's a bit messy on the inside. It doesn't look pretty, but it does the job, you know. Then I've got my thermometer, because yeah, we're in that testing for making sure that you don't potentially have COVID. So I've got my thermometer, my electric toothbrush, my pill organizer with 7 days of prescriptions. I've got some Panadol, paracetamol, and I've got some naproxen in the smaller pot. The Panadol is obviously because if you do have a fever, then you need to take paracetamol. So, brought that along. And then the Aleve, because that's good for like body aches and things like that. And then above that, there is a pouch, which all of that stuff will go in. It's a Midsummer Night's Dream. Really pretty pouch. All that stuff goes in there. I've got a pouch that's got some tea bags in it. Just a couple tea bags. Not a lot because we'll buy tea when we get there. But just like there's a couple of Red Bush, a couple of caffeine-free, a couple of Earl Greys, and all of that. I've got my hair detangler, and above it is my like body sponge. Like, it's kind of like a poof, but it's smaller, so it's better for travel. I've got emergency supplies just in case, a packet of tissues. The bag that's got the B on it just has some makeup. It's just, I'm not taking a lot because honestly, with having to wear face masks, I can't imagine actually wanting to wearing a lot of makeup, so I don't have any foundation or BB cream or anything like that. But I do have some under eye concealer in there. Just to cover up the dark under my eyes. I've got some mascara in there. And I have a little palette that's got colors that could be used as eyeshadow or blush if I felt so inclined. But really, I'm mostly concerned with the under eye concealer. That's it. It's really, so I could probably just take that. But anyway. And then the one that's got the watermelons on it just has my usual nail clipper, nail scissor, tweezer, sewing kit, all that kind of little stuff that you might need while you're traveling. So I've got that there, and then we can come over here, and we've got my my handbag for the trip, which is nice and flat, so it easily fits into my bag. It is made by an Etsy shop called Rose of Valhalla. She's amazing. She's got all sorts of really pretty bags, and as you can see, it's a really nice size. My Surface tab wouldn't fit in it because obviously the Surface tab is a bit big, but it is, my Kindle fits in there, so I could actually put my Kindle there if I needed to. I have a canvas shopping bag, which ironically I bought on a different trip to Germany, but I've got a canvas shopping bag because obviously I'm going to need to buy some groceries while I'm there, so needed a bag for that. Unless I could empty my rucksack as well, but that doesn't take up a lot of space at all. Oh, I also have a pair of socks instead of my slippers because these are the slippers that I usually take. They're like those, slipper sock things. But they're a bit big for this trip, for this bag. So I'm just taking a pair of socks that I can wear as slippers. Then we have the collection of face masks because we're in that kind of situation where we need to have face masks. So each mask will be in its own plastic Ziploc bag that it can then go in once it's dirty. And I will be washing them either in the sink or in the washing machine. Again, another reason to have the fabric laundry bag along is so that these didn't get tangled up. So I have, this one's made by Geek Flair. I think she's on Etsy as well, but she's on Facebook. The other one came off of Etsy. I can't remember the shop. This is my tube scarf that I got in Austria, and then a friend of mine in Colorado made me this one. It is Star Trek. And then this is a little behind the ear thing. If your ears, for me, my ears are too small for the face masks, so you hook this behind your ear and then it holds it behind your head. It's pretty good. And then I've got my glasses case, put my glasses in at night. I have my sunglasses. Hopefully we'll need those. I have a small notebook. I've got a pen that also has a pencil on it. My passport, my debit and credit card, the post office little plastic zipper that's got our leftover money from our trip last December. So there's enough euros if we need cash. We've got cash. And there's also a little change purse behind there, a little coin purse that I will put it in so it's not floating around loose in my bag. And then I have a packet of Dettol wipes because, yeah, I'm not super duper paranoid, but I just figure if I can just give everything that I'm going to touch on the plane, like my buckle and things like that, just a quick wipe down before I use it, that'll be fine. And then if there's anything else that we need to, because we'll also be riding a bunch of trains, so I have this on the top. And because it's not a liquid, it's a wipe, it doesn't have to go in your liquids bag either, so that's perfect. And then I also have some hand wet wipes. I might not take these since I did find a packet of Dettol. Because I was originally taking these to use to wipe down surfaces, but I forgot the Dettol. I might not need these, but we'll see. But anyway, so that's everything except for, well, I mean, not except for, but, and that's everything. And then this is my toiletry bag, which emptying it seems a bit counterproductive, so I will just sit here, have everything fall, and really quickly do a run through of what I have in here. So I have some conditioner, because the shampoo bar, despite it being a shampoo and conditioning bar, it doesn't really condition my hair very well. So I've got some conditioner. I've got a body wash, which came from a hotel stay. So a lot of the stuff you'll see in here, I'm actually using samples and disposables, and that's not necessarily because I purchased them, but because they came in Birch boxes, or they were samples from hotels, or like free samples from makeup bars and things like that. And just this way, it's just less stuff to take home at the end. So I've got some Sebamed face scrub in a little tiny face scrub. There is some It's Potent eye cream. There is a little body lotion of Palmer's cocoa butter. There is some Listerine. There is somewhere in here, there's some toothpaste. There's some eye spray, some Lanacane anti-chafing. That spray bottle has some Febreze in it. That is a little mini sample of Lysol. I bought this years ago. My last trip to the States was in 2015. So I bought this back then. And it's a nice little size to put in here. So I figure if we needed to disinfect anything, because one time when we were in Germany, Tim came down with a stomach bug, and so I bought a disinfectant spray I left it behind where we were staying, and I was spraying the doorknob to the loo, and spraying the handle on the toilet and things like that, just so that way I didn't get ill and we didn't pass it to each other. So little Lysol just in case we need that. Some dry shampoo as well. And then I think that's pretty much it. Oh, some moisturizer. Face moisturizer is in that. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, there we have everything that will be coming along for a week. Like I said, assuming that, things don't get added to lists. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.